We've been talking about what it looks like to be a lukewarm Christian, or that's what I want to talk about for the next couple of days. The church of Laodicea, Jesus tells them in Revelation chapter 3 that they're lukewarm and that he would rather them be hot or cold. And I want to discuss, what does it mean to be a lukewarm Christian? The Bible describes someone who is lukewarm, hasn't blatantly denied Jesus, but isn't blatantly living for him either. They have a lukewarm faith, a faith in name, but not in action. They have the name Christian, but they're far from living like what it looks like to be a follower of Christ. I think a lukewarm Christian, maybe their love has faded for God. In Revelation, the first letter, Revelation chapter 2, when Jesus writes to the church of Ephesus, he talks about how they've lost their first love, their passion for their first love. And I think a lot of lukewarm Christians, they've done the same thing. They've lost their passion, they lost their zeal for Christ. And I think many times that can happen for us. With life, we get distracted and we forget to spend time with Christ. We forget to have that relationship with him. And so a lot of times lukewarm Christians, they've lost their passion, their zeal, they've let their love fade for God. Lukewarm Christians may claim to be a follower, but in reality, they just live any way they want. They have that name, Christian, but again, they're led more by the flesh, more by their desires than the lordship of Christ. A lukewarm Christian treats their faith with Christ as a consumer instead of a participant. Their faith is about what God will give them. God, give me A, B, and C. And then when God doesn't, then they get pretty aggravated. They don't understand why God's not answering their prayer or giving them exactly what they want. They might come into a worship service and think that the worship service is all about them. They should sing the songs that they want. They should teach on the topics that they want to hear, that the temperature should be all about them. And lukewarm Christians forget that worship is not about us, but it's all about Christ. And it's about how we can participate in worshiping him, not about our preferences and our desires. Lukewarm Christians tend to give God their leftovers, not their first and their best. It might be your leftover time, it might be your leftover effort, it might be your leftover finances. But lukewarm Christians tend to do that. I think the question we have to ask is, are we lukewarm in our faith? And if so, are you willing to repent and make a change in your life? I'll see you tomorrow as we talk some more about what it means to be a lukewarm Christian.